Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. 1. The Bennet family and Mr. Bingley. The Bennet family is introduced with Mrs. Bennet eager to marry off her daughters. Mr. Bingley, a wealthy bachelor, moves into Netherfield Park, raising Mrs. Bennet's hopes. 2. The Ball and First Impressions. Mr. Bingley is attracted to Jane Bennet at a ball, while Mr. Darcy appears proud and aloof. Elizabeth Bennet overhears Darcy dismissing her and dislikes him. 3. Jane's illness and Elizabeth's observations. Jane falls ill while visiting the Bingleys and stays at Netherfield. Elizabeth cares for her and observes Darcy's behavior. 4. Mr. Collins and Charlotte Lucas. Mr. Collins, a clergyman and heir to the Bennet estate, proposes to Elizabeth but is rejected. He then proposes to Charlotte Lucas, who accepts. 5. Elizabeth and Mr. Wickham. Elizabeth meets Mr. Wickham, who claims Darcy wronged him, increasing her dislike of Darcy. Jane is heartbroken when Mr. Bingley abruptly leaves for London. 6. Elizabeth and Darcy's first proposal. Elizabeth visits Charlotte and Mr. Collins and meets Darcy again. Darcy proposes, but Elizabeth rejects him, citing his role in Bingley and Jane's separation and Wickham's mistreatment. 7. Darcy's letter. Darcy explains his actions in a letter to Elizabeth, prompting her to reconsider her opinions. She begins to see Darcy in a new light. 8. Lydia's elopement. Lydia elopes with Wickham, causing a scandal. Darcy intervenes, persuading Wickham to marry Lydia and providing financial assistance. 9. Bingley's return and proposal. Bingley returns to Netherfield and proposes to Jane, who accepts. Elizabeth and Darcy's respect and affection for each other grow. 10. Elizabeth and Darcy's engagement. Darcy proposes to Elizabeth again, and she accepts. The novel concludes with the marriages of Jane and Bingley, and Elizabeth and Darcy, bringing happiness to the Bennet family.